What's up, YouTube? This your boy, Big Boy Facts Johnny TV, and today I'm going to give you guys my WWE Crown Jewel review and highlights. So you guys can hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, tap the notification bell every time I premiere a brand new video. Follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, and Twitch down below in the description. And let's get started. Okay, we're kicking things off with the WWE Crown Jewel kickoff show. The Usos versus the Hurt Business. Alright, this match was quick. Shelton and Cedric isolate Jay early and work to keep him grounded on the mat, working on his left arm. Shelton gets a near fall as commentary notes that Jimmy hasn't been in the match yet. Jay finally gets a hot tag after hitting a step up enziguri, and Jimmy comes and firing with strikes and a modified Samoa drop for 2. Shelton cheap shots Jimmy, which allows Cedric to hit a brainbuster for a near fall. Jay stops further interference as Shelton hits a fireman's carry slam for 2 due to Jay stopping the count. Both teams connect with a flurry of kicks before Shelton hits the pay dirt for 2. Then the Usos came back in with the stereo super kick and tandem toe rope Uso splash for the win. The winner of the match, the Usos. Alright, that's the end of the kickoff match right here. Kickoff tag team match. Let's move on. So we get a Hell in a Cell match. Edge versus Seth Rollins. This match was good. This was a good match. Edge slugs it out with Seth Rollins in the corner. Then slingshots him over the top rope and into the cage. Rollins snaps Edge's head on the top rope and knees him in the head. Then Seth Rollins takes part of a steel chair that Edge entirely brought in the ring and tries to stab Edge in the eye with it. Rollins hits a low drop kick that sends Edge to the floor. Then Rollins throws him headfirst into the cage a few times. Rollins starts to unload on Edge with a chair. Then he ultimately grabs Edge in the eye, jabs Edge in the eye with the chair rail and hits a fall splash for 2. Edge mounts a comeback and shoves Rollins off the top turnbuckle into the cage wall, and he crashes through a table that was set up underneath it. The ring steps are then brought into the ring, and Edge ducks a punch and hits Edge automatic on top of them. Then Edge head up top with a chair and splash Rollins on the stairs with it. A 2 count lead to the match continuing after some more back and forth. Edge hits a buckle bomb and a spear for 2. Edge brings a ladder into the mix and sets it up in the corner, but Rollins whips him into it and smashes over his head. Rollins and Edge end up climbing the ladder in the corner, and Rollins ends up sending Edge through a table with a sunset flip powerbomb. Somehow Edge kicks out at 2 and Rollins connects with a few super kicks while drawing Edge to fight back. Rollins ends up wrapping a chain around his foot and connects with another super kick. Then Rollins screams that this is how you fairy tale end and winds up for a stomp on the chair. Edge sets up and hits Rollins in the groin with a chair. Then Edge backs into the corner and cracks Rollins with a super kick. Edge used the chain around Rollins' foot to choke him. Then Edge takes a wrench and chokes him with it before inexplicably breaking the hold. Edge ends up putting Rollins' head into a chair and connects with the stump to pick up the win. The winner of the match, Edge. This was a good Hell in a Cell match. Alright, so we get Mansoor versus Mustafa Ali. This was a decent match. Decent. Alright, the match opens with some back and forth exchange. Then Mansoor hits a standing moonsault before sending Ali to the floor. Mansoor applies a waist lock, and as Ali gets back in, then Ali kicks him in the midsection and connects with a few chops in the corner. Mansoor mounts another comeback, so Ali retreats outside again before Mansoor connects with a kick through the ropes. Mansoor goes after him, but Ali snaps Mansoor's head back on the ring apron. Then he taunts the crowd before rolling Mansoor back into get a near fall. Ali applies a camel clutch. Then Mansoor fights out, only to have Ali connect with a tornado DDT off the turnbuckle for 2. Ali screams that Mansoor is worthless as he kicks him. Then Mansoor blocks a kick in the corner and drops him with a few right hands. Mansoor hits a step up Enziguri in an atomic drop / spine buster combo. Then Ali retreats to the corner, but Mansoor goes right at him. The referee starts a 5 count before Ali charges him. Then Mansoor hits a clothesline that sends Ali back on the floor. Ali hits a drop kick on the floor and rolls him back in, but Mansoor takes him down with a belly to belly and heads up top. Mansoor connects with a moonsault that he slows to make the cover. Ali kicks out and applies a Kuji clutch, but Mansoor crawls to the bottom rope to break the hold. Ali comes up empty on a 450 splash, and Mansoor connects with a slingshot neckbreaker for the win. The winner of the match, Mansoor. Ali attacks Mansoor after the bell and stomps him before a masked man enters the arena. Ali is confused. Then the man takes off his disguise to reveal it as Treg Ham-Eat, an Olympic silver medalist in karate. Ham-Eat connects with a kick to the head that takes Ali out, and then he celebrates and leads with Mansoor to cheer. Alright, so we get the WWE Raw Tag Team Champions, RK Bro, Randy Orton and Matt Riddle versus AJ Styles and Omos. This match was way better. Riddle unloads on Styles in the corner with some kicks. Then he takes Styles down for a near fall before catching him in a gut wrench hold in an airplane spin. Styles lands near his corner and tags out. And Omos makes quick of Riddle when he tries to strike. Orton gets the tag and Omos and tries. It says and Omos knocks him down. Then AJ Styles gets back in and stomps Orton on the mat. Riddle ends up getting a hot tag and he connects with an exploder suplex and a Broton for 2. Then AJ Styles goes for a Styles Clash attempt, but Riddle counters and kicks him in the head. Orton gets the tag and whips Styles into Omos, knocking him off the apron. Then Orton hits a power slam while Riddle tries to hold Omos off the corner. Omos kicks him away as Styles goes for the phenomenal forearm, but Orton surprises him with an RKO off the ropes, and Riddle ends it with a floating bro. The winner of the match and still your Raw Tag Team Champions, RK Bro. Alright, so we get the Queen's Crown Tournament Finals, Doudrop versus Zelina Vega. This was the worst match of the night. Alright, Zelina takes talks some trash to Doudrop, who blocks a kick and backs Vega away. Vega tries to dive off of the top rope, but Doudrop catches her and follows with a body slam and elbow drop. Doudrop heads to the middle rope, but Vega knocks her off the turnbuckles before hitting a tornado DT for 2. Doudrop mounts at comeback and goes for a somersault splash, but Vega ducks out of the way and attack before getting a near fall. Doudrop comes back with a sidewalk slam for 2. Then she follows with a running senton for another near fall. Out of nowhere, Zelina connects with a code red for the win. The winner and 2021 Queen's Crown winner, Zelina Vega. Alright, let's move on. Alright, no holds bar. Goldberg versus Bobby Lashley. This was a hard-hitting match. Alright, Lashley wraps a chain around his hand and tries to hide it, but Goldberg blocks and meets him with some right hands in the corner. Lashley gets a shot in, and Goldberg is already bleeding from the forehead as Lashley goes outside to get a chair. Lashley cracks him in the back a few times. Then he wraps the chair around Goldberg's knee and starts stumping it. Lashley jumps on the chair from the middle turnbuckle, then calls for Goldberg to get up, and as he readies in the corner. Lashley charges, but Goldberg sidesteps him, and Lashley ends up crashing through a table set up in the opposite corner. Goldberg surprises Lashley with a spear, then he lifts him up and hits a jackhammer. Goldberg doesn't go for the cover and instead takes off his gloves and whips Lashley to the floor. Goldberg spears Lashley through the barricade and screams, "You hurt my son, you're dead," before he grabs the steel steps. Lashley tries to get away after trading some blows, but Goldberg follows him up the ramp. The Hurt Business comes down the ramp with a candlestick, but Goldberg lays them out and picks up one of the candlesticks. Lashley picks one up, and they swing at each other. But Goldberg bests Lashley and hits him over the back with them. Goldberg breaks his over his knee, then he spears Lashley off the stage and pins him on the floor. So the winner of the match, Goldberg. This was a hard-hitting match. King of the Ring Tournament Finals, Finn Balor versus Xavier Woods. This was a quick match. Balor takes control early on, getting a few near falls on Woods. Balor connects with Sling Blade, but Woods comes right back with a super kick out of the corner. Woods gets another near fall after a superplex. Then he goes for an elbow drop, but Balor gets his knees up. Balor connects with the Sling Blade a few strikes. Woods avoids the coup de grace and gets a near fall roll up. Woods kicks Balor a few times and hits a gut buster. Then he heads up top and hits an elbow drop for the win. Hits an elbow drop for the ropes to win. The winner of the match, Xavier Woods. Alright, so we get the WWE Championship match. Biggie versus Drew McIntyre. This was pretty good. Drew McIntyre takes early control, catching Biggie with some strikes and a release suplex. Drew and Biggie head outside, and Drew connects with a belly to belly before they head back inside. Biggie regains control after a few suplexes of his own, but Drew turns things right back in his favor with a slam. Drew plays to the crowd before Biggie slams him on the mat and hits a running splash for 2. Drew gets a Mochoku driver for 2. Then he goes for a Glasgow kiss, but Biggie counters with a backslide for 2. Drew connects with a future shot DDT for 2. And then he goes for a Claymore, but Biggie catches him and hits a powerbomb before applying a stretch muffler submission. Drew breaks free and hits the ropes, but Biggie catches him with a big ending, surprisingly getting a 2 count. Biggie takes him up top, but Drew counters with a bulldog for a near fall, and the match continues. Drew catches Biggie with a Claymore for a close 2 count, and the crowd erupts. Drew goes for his own big ending, but Biggie counters hits the ropes and connects with the big ending to retain. The winner is still your WWE champion, the winner is still your WWE championship, Big E. Alright, let's move on. So we get WWE SmackDown Women's Championship Triple Threat match. Becky Lynch versus Bianca Bellaire versus Sasha Banks. This Triple Threat match was fantastic. Bianca Bellaire gets a upper hand with a fallaway slam on Sasha. Then Becky pulls Bianca outside before knocking her into the barricade and going after Sasha in the ring. Sasha whips Becky into Bianca Belaire on the apron. Then Sasha applies the bank statement before Bianca breaks it up. Becky crashed her with a missile dropkick before getting a 2 count on Sasha. Then she says Sasha banks up in the corner and hits a leg drop off the turnbuckles for a near fall. Sasha and Bianca briefly team up, whipping Becky into the corner. Then Sasha Banks connects with a snap suplex, the first of the Three Amigos sequence. Sasha Banks heads up top and aims for a fall splash, but Bianca rolls out of the way and Becky runs back and getting knocked into the corner, but Bianca, who also throws Sasha out to the floor. Becky Lynch counters charging Bianca with a head scissors. Then she tries to go for one of in the corner, but Bianca blocks it. Becky kicks her back and fires back with an elbow in the corner. Then Bianca counters another strike with a kiss of death attempt near the ropes. Bianca swings Becky into Sasha on the apron, and Becky floats over and out of the kiss of death attempt. Sasha runs back and tries to score a surprise sunset flip, but Bianca stops her as she drops Becky with a delayed suplex. Bianca is taken out of the mix as Sasha drops Becky and applies the bank statement, but Bianca comes right back in and hits a handspring off the ropes into a moonsault to break the hold. Sasha and Bianca then squares off, and Sasha knocks Bianca down, mocking her by whipping her braid around. Bianca slams Sasha down and gets a bridge pinfall for 2, broken up after Becky breaks up the attempt. Bianca gets knocked to the floor as Becky hits a manhandle slam, but Bianca breaks up the pin. Becky Lynch and Bianca slug it out before they tied up in the corner, and Becky tries to pull Bianca by her braid in between the turnbuckles. Sasha knocks Becky off the apron and tries to powerbomb Bianca on the floor, but Bianca fights back just as Becky jumps off the commentary table and tackles them both. Becky rolls Bianca in the ring and slams her down, then applies the disarmer as Sasha runs back in. Becky takes her down and simultaneously applies the disarmer to Sasha and Bianca, but Bianca powers to her feet and to break the hold. Becky takes control with a few kicks and goes for a manhandle slam, but Bianca blocks and connects with the kiss to death. Sasha bangs that up and tries to whip Bianca outside, but Bianca reverses and runs back towards Becky. Sasha trips her and pulls her outside. Then Sasha runs back towards Becky, who rolls her up and holds the bottom rope out of the referee's view to pick up the win. The winner is Studio SmackDown Women's Champion Becky Lynch. This was a good triple threat match. Alright, so we get the WWE Universal Championship, Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. This was a good storytelling. Good storytelling. Roman slugs it out with Brock, who goes for a German suplex early on. Brock gets one and stomps Roman in the corner. And then Roman finally regains control and backs away to gather himself. Brock goes for an F5 on the floor, but Roman grabs the ring post. Then Brock throws him inside, but Roman catches him with a Superman punch on the apron. Roman Reigns connects with a spear for 2. Then he readies himself and connects with 2 consecutive Superman punches. Lesnar avoids a spear and hits the ring post. Then Lesnar follows with a 3 German suplexes and and calls for the F5. But calls for F5. Brock connects, but Roman Reigns shockingly kicks out, and Lesnar can't believe it. Roman Reigns counters another F5 with a guillotine choke. Then Brock breaks it with a spine buster and goes for another F5. Roman Reigns is knocked into the referee on the floor. I'm sorry, Roman Reigns is knocked into the referee on the way down, and Lesnar makes the cover, but the official is still down on the mat and doesn't make the count. Lesnar picks him up and slams him on the apron, and Reigns spears Lesnar as he turns back towards the ring. Heyman slides the title in the ring and screams, "You know what to do with it," but he questions the Bulls as to who he threw the title to. Lesnar laughs and grabs the title before Roman can, but Brock turns into a stereo super kick by the Usos. Roman smashes Brock in the face with the title and throws it out of the ring. Then the second referee runs in and makes the count. The winner is still your Universal Champion, Roman Reigns. Alright, this was a good match, good story, good match. The ending was terrible, but I do love the storytelling. And that's all I gotta say from there, and Crown Jewel goes off the air. But anyway, let me know down below in the comment section what you guys think of WWE Crown Jewel. Leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. But anyway, I'm finna get up out of here. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed my WWE Crown Jewel review and highlights, please drop a like on this video. It helps YouTube algorithm. Also, subscribe to my channel. Tap that notification bell every time I premiere a brand new video. Follow my socials, my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, and Twitch down below in the description. This Sunday, I'm going to go live on YouTube this Sunday. If I ain't got nothing to do this Sunday, I'm going live on YouTube because I need those watch hours. Alright, but anyway, I am going to stream on Twitch. So I'll see you guys on Twitch. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys later.